On the May 1st burst, the holy holiday of Darksea Devil, the Writers Guild voted unanimously to go on strike, and nothing of value was lost. Let's be real here, American entertainment focuses less on the entertainment and more on the preaching. What else do they talk about? Equity, representation, and diversity. Or just rewriting history.
Egyptian lawyer sues Netflix for casting a black woman as Cleopatra.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
The Egyptian lawsuit states that most of what Netflix platforms display do not conform to Islamic and societal values.
Well, it is Netflix. They don't even conform to reality. The perfect example of this scary great writing we're losing. Late night shows to shut down immediately after Writers Guild strike is called. Nightly talk shows include The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon are set to go dark starting on Tuesday after writers agree to strike. Late Night with Seth Meyers, I ain't even reading all that because who cares? The Late Show and The Daily Show are also on strike. Who watches this? Jesus Christ, there's more people at children's Little League games than watching this trash.
The world is burning. Let's taste those meaty leading man parts in my mouth.
Oh no. We'll lose these great writers of late night talk shows. How will America sleep without them? With the writers we have today, hearing about them going on strike hits me on the same level as hearing McDonald's fry cooks are on strike. Have you seen some of the bits on late night television? My God.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Have your mom get your shot. Anthony Fauci.
Look at my hair.
Stephen Colbert's vaccine dance songs alone are enough to make you question why are we even here. Have you ever seen an old man try so hard to be funny and fail so miserably? This is why other countries don't respect us, because we have this on our television screens. I wonder if the fall of Rome resembled this. If this is the end of an empire. And of course it happens in my lifetime. Have you ever seen Jimmy Fallon pretend to laugh at things that aren't funny on his show? It's pretty painful.
You're wrong.
Hell,
You're
I'm
wrong.
not- I'm not
Well,
a
you're
model.
more wrong than me.
Man, come on. I was like, no, it's good. Look at this part. Look at this. And it
Oh my gosh, it made me laugh so hard.
Jesus Christ. I can't watch these two. I cannot do it. I'm not. The fact Lily Singh could not beat these old white men shows you just how unfunny she actually was. She showed up to a cripple race with working legs and still lost to a dude with a club foot and a bad knee. Remember Rip Jimmy Fallon? Probably the funniest thing he was ever involved in because it didn't involve him having any sort of part of the creative process. And he effectively killed the bit on Twitter by trying to incorporate it on his late night show, which is probably the most effective way to stop it, so maybe he's actually a genius. Look at James Corden's Late Late Show. It was losing $20 million per year, sources claim on CBS. They couldn't afford him anymore. As reported by Metro, the Late Late Show with James Corden was allegedly losing a lot financially, and CBS couldn't afford him. As per the site, the A-list talk show cost up to $65 million to produce, but it earned less than $45 million, meaning that it was a loss for the network of $20 million a year. And you could have paid me $5 million a year and probably made that and more back, you stupid bastards. I knew nobody was watching this bullshit.
Oh, wow.
A bum. That's what he is. A bum.
I'd use late night television to torture terrorists and drug runners. And you might go, whoa, Gundam, that's pretty edgy. Well, let the punishment fit the crime. You want to steal from Walmart? Guess who's watching James Corden for the next 24 hours straight taped to a chair? I mean, good Lord, look at this bit where James Corden is dancing the street. How is this entertainment? If anything, it's annoying. I probably would have ran him over personally if I was in LA, and then let the vultures pick at his corpse. Saturday Night Live is also stopping production, and Pete Davidson's episode is canceled.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Weekly shows as Saturday Night Live, Real Time with Bill Maher, and Last Week Tonight with John Oliver will similarly be impacted. The two HBO shows were shut down, although SNL is expected to come later in the week. Update, SNL has officially canceled this week's show, which is supposed to be hosted by Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson and SNL together was such a catastrophe, I don't know why the Geneva Convention hasn't labeled it a weapon of mass destruction. Between the writing of SNL and Pete Davidson's chronic inability to be genuinely funny.
Let's ask our resident medical expert, Joe Rogan.
That's right. I used to host Fear Factor, and now doctors fear me.
Can you help me, Joe?
Oh, sure thing, Big Bird. You see, I took Carlos Mencia down. I could take COVID. Here's some zinc, and ayahuasca, and some horse medicine. I'm a human, and I took horse medicine. And I'm speaking of things that are horse-like.
Kill me, please. I want to die.
And his obvious pact with the devil that has somehow made him famous for looking like a recovering heroin addict. I just can't wrap my mind around it. Adam Conover is out there picketing as well, which I find funny. He's asking people to send money to support the writers that specialize in writing nothing anyone cares about. I remember him calling Elon Musk an idiot for like a month straight on every podcast show that he could just show up on. Yeah, Elon's such a dumbass. He should have been a writer begging for scraps instead of being the world's richest man.
Elon Musk is such a moron.
How could such an idiot like Elon fall ass backwards into money, but none of these writers can actually come up with something good that could make them independently wealthy for the rest of their lives? If everyone here in Hollywood's so talented, how come there's only one Rawling and one talking? There should be one like every 5 feet.
I need to calm down. But the sad fact of the matter is, when you're in LA, everybody's an actor, everybody's a writer, everyone's a dancer, everyone's a singer, everyone's a model, and nobody has any talent, and they can't get your order right. Where am I?
Listen, I'm no Elon fan, but the point is, the irony isn't lost on me here. So forgive me if I don't feel sympathy for Hollywood writers running around acting as if they're coal miners or oil workers because they want better royalties than some of the soulless trash they pump out. Neurotic also tweeted that writers for the Watchmen series were also out there picketing. This show was so bad, it was canned in 1 season. If you ever wanted to see, I'm just not even doing it because I could go off for, no. Just know The Watchmen was a woke piece of trash. And I don't use the term woke lightly because everybody uses it for everything. Every time you turn around, someone's like, it's woke. But like, for real, that was. It's amazing how people can brand and still get work in Hollywood. But if you took a on the grill at Burger King, you'd never work fast food again. At the end of the day, for every action, there's a reaction. I believe Einstein said that, or maybe it was Chris Chan. This strike was also implemented to try and put a halt on AI-generated scripts. Well, the strike has had the complete and utter reverse effect. It's only accelerated the issue of AI-generated scripts. And frankly, I don't care. When shows like She-Hulk exist, Velma, Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and so on, oh god, and the anime live-action adaptations that Netflix keeps coming out with, would AI actually be any worse than what we're already getting? I don't think so. I, for one, welcome our robot overlords and find it a little funny. I'm sure the writers in Hollywood never thought that they'd be replaced with AI, but didn't bat an eye when people who work the fries were being replaced at White Castle by robots, and soon it'll be nationwide. Hell, maybe the robots will replace me too. Them's the breaks. Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar eats you.